Mic hot? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sabina Park. It's match day 6 in the Rendezvous Jamaica Premier League, and it's Cavalier against Arnett Gardens this evening. Match number 37 in this season's Premier League. And of course, that's a repeat of the last 2 championship deciders in the top flight local league. Cavalier, the defending champions, against Mount Pleasant, the beaten finalists last year. Rainy conditions here inside of Sabina Park. We pause now for the national anthem of Jamaica. Okay, so we are ready for the action here inside of Sabina Park as the teams greet each other. We have the starting lineups for both teams. We start with the Mount Pleasant starting team. Number 8 is Shaquan Davis, the goalkeeper. Number 1, or that should be number 14, is Sule Makala, the captain. Number 33, Shaquille Dyer. Number 4, Fitzroy Cummings. Number 15, Kyle Ming. Number 2, Gadale Irving. Number 7, Devonte Campbell. Number 17, Jashawn Anglin. Number 16, Kaheem Edwards. Number 12, Kimoni Bailey. And number 10, Jean Claudio Ferreira. The starting 11 for Mount Pleasant. The reserves for Mount Pleasant: Tevin Shaw, Daniel Green, Shaquille Bradford, Shandy James, Nicholas Nelson, Nathaniel James, Odin Pennycook, and Brianna Wilfred Mbogain. The coach of the Mount Pleasant team, Theodore Whitmore, and the sporting director is Paul Christie. Starting for the defending champions this evening, number 1, Vino Bartlett, the goalkeeper. Number 7, Jalmaro Calvin. Number 6, Giovanni Leng. Number 5, Richard King. Number 10, Dwayne Atkinson. Number 11, Shaquille Stain. Number 4, Shamar Watson. Number 27, Jerome McCleary. Number 11, Christopher Ainsworth. And number 21, Jaheim Fraser. The substitutes for Cavalier: Jadine White, Kylie Avery, Adrian Reed, Chad James. As we are on the way here at Sabina Park. Cavalier kicking towards the George Headley stand as we complete the starting lineup for Cavalier. Completing the reserve list: Orlando Russell, Adrian Reed, Chad James, Johnny Morgan, Quinn Thompson, Jaheim, no, that should be O'Neal Bryan, Deshaun Talbert, Odin Wilberforce, Matthew Ellis, Damani Miller, and Alex Xavier Gooden. The coach of the Cavaliers team, Rudolph Speed. The officiating panel this afternoon is led by O'Shea Nation. He's in the middle, and he's assisted by Ricardo McKenzie, Dwayne Small, and the fourth official is Carvel Banton. The referee assessor this evening is Mark Sullivan. Here is Cavalier on the attack through Devontae Campbell, turns it inside, finds Jashawn Anglin, shot towards goal from far, ricochet of the defense of Cavalier, and it is easily handled by Vino Bartlett for Cavalier. Early settings in this game, the second minute of the encounter. Here is Cavalier coming forward through Jaheim Fraser. Whistle on the play. Ball goes into touch for a throw to Cavalier. Cavalier coming into this encounter with 10 points after 3 wins and a draw. Mount Pleasant starting the game here with 7 points, scoring 2 wins, and their last game ending in a 1-1 draw, and that was against Arnett Gardens. They were in action earlier in the opening game of the doubleheader here at Sabina Park, and they ran out 3-0 winners over Molynes United. Here is Shaquille Dyer with it for Mount Pleasant. Place it left side to Irvin. Chipped forward by Campbell. Bartlett comes all the way off his line and picks that one up at the edge of the area. Hugs it tightly, embracing it, caressing it, looking forward to making a forward pass with it now is Bartlett. 0-0 the scoreline here in this Royal Navy Jamaica Premier League encounter between Cavalier and Mount Pleasant. Irving booting this one upfield. Goes to Bartlett. He easily rolls it left-sided. And it's back with Bartlett once again. He plays it right side to here is King, plays it forward. Gets it to Fraser. Flag goes up, offside called against Calvin. Jalmaro Calvin making his intentions clear early in the encounter. Hustling down the right side of the field. But the flag was up. Offside call. Here is Irving with a throw for Mount Pleasant. Throws a shot to Sule Makala. Loses possession. Here is Atkins, a shot towards goal. And easily handled there by Shaquan Dyer for Mount Pleasant. Will not beat Shaquan Davis with that easily. Ball goes into touch on the far side for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Makala. Trying to strike that one from far. Counter-attack here now by Cavalier down the left side. And Davis comes forward. Mount Pleasant back in possession. Anglin on the far side. Turns it inside. Finds Makala. Makala dribbles forward. Places it to his left. Trying to find Campbell. Does so now. Campbell trying to get by his man. Loses possession. Does Campbell. And Shaquan Davis is quickly off his line to intercept. Nil on the scoreline here at Sabina Park. Cavalier against Mount Pleasant. Always a big clash when these two teams meet, whatever the stage of the competition. Both teams were involved in the Caribbean Cup. Cavalier still involved. They are into the semifinals. Mount Pleasant falling by the wayside in the group stage. Here is Irving. Drills that one forward, crashes into the back of Allen and goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Irving just in front of the Cavaliers bench. A familiar place for him. But he's kicking in the opposite direction now. Dyer gets that one. Finds Cummings on the right side. Cummings dribble into the Cavalier half. Chips that one inside, trying to find Devontae Campbell. Too far forward for Campbell. And it goes into touch for a throw to Cavalier. Just below their bench. And just about midway their own half. Small crowd on hand here at Sabina Park. Cavalier has it. Trying to move forward. Ferreira gets involved. Here is Kimoni Bailey on the far side. Now dribbles into the penalty area. Pulls it back, turns and shoots. And into the back of the net. Mount Pleasant takes the lead. But the flag is up. The flag is up. That will not count. But Kimoni Bailey dribbled down the right side there. Appeared as if he was going to strike it, but he turned it back and rolled it inside. But the referee says no goal. So here is Cavalier with a free kick. Cavalier back in possession. Irvin breaks up that play, plays it forward. Trying to find Campbell. But Campbell looked to have been in an offside position. Ball rolls into touch for a goal kick. So Mount Pleasant getting onto the end of that one, getting it into the back of the net, but that will not count. It's still 0-0 here at Sabina Park between Cavalier and Mount Pleasant. Here is Cavalier once again trying to build from the back. Bartlett has it. Hits it forward now, headed back by Bakala in his blonde hairstyle. Irvin plays it forward. Throw on the far side to Cavalier. Makala trying to break up that play, but Cavalier still coming forward. Headed out there now by Irvin. Calvin trying to get a shot off. Penalty indicated there by the referee. Foul committed there. And referee O'Shea Nation points to the spot. So Cavalier gets the opportunity to take an early lead. We're into the 11th minute. It must be Dwayne Atkins who's going to be taking this one. So Christopher Ainsworth it is. Arms akimbo. Getting some advice there from, looks to be Calvin. Here is Christopher Ainsworth. Shot towards goal. Scores. Cavalier takes the lead. 12 minutes gone. Christopher Ainsworth put Cavalier in front from the penalty spot. It Cavalier 1, Mount Pleasant 0. So it's the defending champions with the advantage here at Sabina Park. Early in the contest, Richard King having a playful moment there with his former teammate Gadale Irving.
This is the Ainsworth for the penalty spot with Cavalier up by 1 goal to 0. Cavalier 1, Mount Pleasant 0.
Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward now. Irving gets it across to Campbell, plays it inside to Anglin. Comes back to McCullough. Chips it inside, does McCullough. Headed out by the defense for Cavalier. They gets it away. Broken up there by Anglin, by Irving rather. Comes back to Ferreira. He plays it to McCullough. Back to Irving. Trying to chip that one forward. Unsuccessful. Trying to get it to Edwards. Irving involved in a lot of the play here. Lovely turn there by Devontae Campbell trying to chip this one inside. Blocked by the defense for Cavalier. And it goes into touch for a throw. Quickly taken. Comes back to Irving. Plays it inside. Headed out by King. Comes back to McCullough. Plays it back to Irving. Irving gets it back inside. Headed out once again. Here is Kimoni Bailey. Shot towards goal. Into the, just over the crossbar. Corner kick to Mount Pleasant. That was close. So Gadale Irving makes that long trek over to the right to take that corner kick. Cavalier leading by a goal to 0. Minutes 12. Goal scored by Christopher Irving. Ainsworth rather, from the penalty spot. Here is Gadale Irving with the corner kick. Heads go up just over the crossbar. Kimoni Bailey just getting that one over the crossbar. As the spectators shout, had he had those locks on, maybe that would have gone on target. Very close though. Goal kick to Cavalier. Irving gets it to Ferreira. Irving plays it to the far side, finds Cummings. Turns it back inside to Anglin. Dribbles forward, trying to find Bailey. Goes down. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Cavalier. Just above the penalty area on the far side. Just past the midway stage of the Cavalier half. Let's see what Mount Pleasant will do with this one. Ferreira. is the man standing over it. Gadiel Irving is making his way across as well. Irving looks like he's going to be the man to take that one. Saw him. Ferreira chips it inside, headed out. Campbell robbed of it as he aimed. Cavalier playing the offside position, no flag. Beautifully saved there by Shaquan Davis from point blank range. And it's back in. And Davis completes the save. But Mount Pleasant lives to fight again. Point blank chance there from Cavalier. And Shaquan Davis came up big. Blocked that one. Still 1-0 here in favor of Cavalier. We are into the 17th minute of this contest. And the excitement is building. Like it always do when Mount Pleasant face Cavalier in Premier League action. The Cavalier Mount Pleasant players coming across to get instructions from their coaches, Theodore Whitmore and Davian Ferguson. They trail 1-0. Lost earlier this season to Cavalier, did Mount Pleasant, in the Caribbean Cup encounter right here at Sabina Park. Went down 2-0 to the Cavaliers team. Caribbean Club Championship. But this is Red Neville Jamaica Premier League action this evening here inside Sabina Park. As the action resumes here, Shaquan Davis has it. Plays it forward to Irving, chips it to Devontae Campbell, comes all the way back to McCullough, and it's back with Irving. Everything centers around Gadiel Irving on the left wing, the left defensive position. Here is Cummings. Plays it forward. It's back with Irving once again. And it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. And Irving again is the man coming forward to take this throw. Here is Campbell. Unable to get by his man. Comes back to Fraser. Fitzroy Cummings turns this one back all the way to his goalkeeper. As the rain comes down once again here at Sabina Park. It's back with Shaquan Davis. Gets it to Shaquille Dyer. Dyer back to Davis. Davis back to Dyer. And Dyer once again back to Davis. Almost find himself in some problems there, Davis. Here is Irving. Into the Cavalier half. Cleared one time by Cavalier. They come away with it. Interception there by Jashawn Anglin. Mount Pleasant recovers and comes forward once again. A lot of the action here on this left side. McCullough plays it over onto the right side, finds Cummings. Cummings has possession. Plays it back into the center circle for Sule McCullough. And it comes back to Irving. Changes his mind about giving it to his goalkeeper. But still turns it back to Dyer. Anglin. Back to Dyer. Back to Anglin. Mount Pleasant getting back to their patient waiting game. Here is Cummings. Chip forward there by Anglin. And looks to be Ming not able to keep that one in. And it goes into touch for a throw to the Cavalier team. Mount Pleasant loses possession but regains possession quickly. Here is Ferreira, gets it to Campbell. Campbell has it, turns towards the goal, plays it back to McCullough. McCullough rolls it across the field. Play it inside now. Heads go up. Campbell unable to get onto the end of that one. And it goes into touch for a throw on the right side for Cavalier. (1-0) the scoreline here at Sabina Park. Cavaliers taking the lead in the 12th minute, courtesy of Christopher Ainsworth from the penalty spot. Here they are once again coming forward, broken up there by Mount Pleasant. Irving playing it over onto the far side. McCullough has it. Mount Pleasant still in possession on the far side. Loses possession, does Mount Pleasant. And here is Cavalier coming down the left side with one player to beat. Unsuccessful. Lovely challenge there from Dyer. And it comes back now to Ferreira. He plays it forward. Here is Mount Pleasant, plays it inside. Edwards unable to make good use of that one. Obviously there was some deflection from Edwards because it's a corner kick to Mount Pleasant. Thought Edwards was the last man to make contact at that time. So another corner kick, right-sided corner for Mount Pleasant. Header. Another close header from Bailey. Looks as if he just barely made connection with that one. But it's a goal kick to Cavalier. Cummings intercepts, headed it back into the Cavalier area. Irving turns it back to Dyer. Gets it back, does Irving. Gets it to McCullough this time. McCullough to Anglin. Back to Irving. Trying to find Bailey, who was switched to the left side. It's back with Mount Pleasant once again. Here is Cummings. Chips it forward. Too far forward this time. And Vino Bartlett.
Driver for Black Subaru, license 8961 LV. Please attend to your vehicle now. That's the Black Subaru 8961 LV. Please attend to your vehicle now. Quarter.
Here is Mount Pleasant in possession in their own half. Loses possession. Back with Cavalier. Headed out by Irving. Comes to here is Kimoni Bailey on the left side, plays it inside, trying to find Ferreira. Play broken up by the defense for Cavalier, and Mount Pleasant back in possession in their own half. 1-0 the scoreline. Cavalier lead this contest. Back with Anglin. Cummings has it. Plays it across to Irving. Irving driving forward now. Stops, turns, plays it inside to Anglin. Anglin has possession, dribbles towards his left. Gets it to Kimoni Bailey. Here is Bailey. Chips it back to Irving. Comes back to Ferreira. Shot towards goal. Easily handled there by the goalkeeper. Not much of a problem. Vino Bartlett has it. Irving beats one man, beats two, gets it back in the center circle, plays it forward. But Vino Bartlett quickly off his line as we head towards the half-an-hour mark in this encounter. 1-0 to Cavalier. Lovely ball on the right side. Turns it inside. Here is Campbell, shot towards goal. Tame shot. Tame shot towards goal. And it is easily handled there by Shaquan Davis. Whistle on the play there. Quickly taken by the Cavalier players. Head towards goal again. Poor effort there by Calvin. Usually buries those. Not so this evening. Here is Fraser. Back with Fraser, trying to get it inside. Deflection off Irving, goes into touch for a corner kick to Cavalier. We're on to the half-an-hour mark in this contest. Cavalier continues to lead by a goal to nil. Here's a corner kick. Wasted corner there by Cavalier. And throw to Mount Pleasant. Substitution being made there. Tafari Chambers replacing Shaquan Davis. Minute substitution. So Mount Pleasant forced into a first half substitution here.
Substitution for the Mount Pleasant team. So player number 80, Shaquan Davis, being replaced by player number 1.
Free kick to Mount Pleasant, quickly taken. Referee Nation calls back the play. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession in the Cavalier half. Campbell has it on the far side. Plays it back inside to McCullough. Plays it left side. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey back to Irving. Dyer has it. Knocks it back to Anglin. Changes his mind, does Anglin. And knocks it back to Irving on the line. Gets it to the captain, McCullough. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward. Shot towards goal. Delayed effort there. And it goes into touch. For what looks to be another corner for Mount Pleasant. Irvin makes his way across once again for that corner kick. Let's see what Mount Pleasant will do this time around. Irving to take this corner, left-footed, goes high. And goes into touch of Anglin for a goal kick to Cavalier. 1-0 they lead this contest in this match number 37 in the 2024-2025 Ren Neville Jamaica Premier League. Cummins giving that ball away. Luckily for him, Cavalier did likewise and gave it away. Here is Ming on the far side, turns back, gets it to Cummings. Cummings knocks it back, gives Chambers his first touch of the leather. Here's McCullough trying to break up that play. Does so, wins possession. Comes to Anglin. Back to Dyer. Irving has it. Comes forward. Gets it to Anglin. Anglin. Back to Dyer. Dyer back to Anglin. Loses possession. As Cavalier comes down the side. Chips it inside. Shot towards goal. Into the back of the net. And Cavalier doubles the lead. Looks to be Jamal. Looks to be Calvin. Jamaro Calvin doubles the lead here for Cavalier. And it's the defending champions in charge here at Sabina Park. 36 minutes gone. And it's Cavalier 2, Mount Pleasant 1. Or Mount Pleasant 0. So Cavalier 2, Mount Pleasant 0. Mount Pleasant clearly gave that one away. So we have the kickoff.
In the 36th minute, player number 27, Jerome McLaren was the goal. Jerome McLaren, player number 27, goal carrier, second goal.
Here's another opportunity for Cavalier. Here is Mount Pleasant getting into the Cavalier penalty area. Loses possession now. Whistle on the play there. Free kick won by Cavalier.
Please to attend to your vehicle now. Black Subaru 8961 LD.
Here is Watkins getting that one inside. Headed out, shot towards goal. Deflection. Comes back to Irving. The sharpness of the Cavalier team making the difference here now. Calvin too. Calvin, I want to look at one name. You know. Here is Cavalier in possession once again. Broken up by Mount Pleasant. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Irvin going across once again. And while Ferrero is over it. Irvin with the kick. Gets it inside. Headed out by the Cavalier. defenders. Clash of heads in the penalty area there. Looks to be the goalkeeper that is down. And Mount Pleasant player looks to be Cummings. The Mount Pleasant plays up. Goalkeeper Bartlett been getting some attention. So Cavalier leading by 2-0 as we head towards the interval. 43 minutes in this match number 37, Wren Neville Jamaica Premier League here at Sabina Park. Goalkeeper Vino Bartlett up and running once again. So too is Kyle Ming. And we are ready once again for the action. Yellow card comes out. Gadil Irving picks up a yellow card. Caution coming in the 43rd minute. Booted out one time by Makala. Here is Campbell back on the left side once again. Anglin has it. Dribbles into the Cavalier half. They come away with it. Cavalier under pressure. Gets it into touch. And a throw to Cavalier. Cavalier players down. Four minutes, a minimum of 4 minutes to be added as indicated by the fourth official. Here is Mount Pleasant in their own half. Getting out. Bailey has it on the far side, dribbles inside, chips it forward. It's back with Ferreira. Shot blocked by the defense for Cavalier. Fraser has it. Shaquille Dar being penalized here by the referee for his illegal tackle on Dwayne Allen. Here is Cavalier coming forward once again. Another card being taken out. As Cavalier wins a free kick just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench.
Motion issued in minute 45 just one to Mount Pleasant number 7, Devontae Campbell.
Campbell, the man receiving that yellow card there. As Kimon Bailey dribbles down the right side once again, trying to get it to Ming. Ming has possession and wins a throw deep into the Cavalier half, almost on the touchline. Chipped inside there now by Bailey. Shot towards goal. Unsuccessful was Edwards with that effort. Comes across now to Irving. Turns inside Irving. He's been tackled up there. Turns it back to McCullough. Here is McCullough. Plays it right side to Anglin. Anglin back to McCullough. McCullough back to Anglin. Back to Irving. Trying to find Devontae Campbell on the left side. Gets it to Anglin now. Anglin dribbles inside. Shoots towards goal. And the goalkeeper, Vino Bartlett, is equal to the task. Just easily plucking that one out of the night sky. We're into injury time here in the first half. Cavalier lead by 2-0. Here is King. Throw taken by Irvin. King is all alone on the far side. Gets it now and dribbles forward. Still in his own half. Turns it back to Cummings. And referee O'Shea Nation says that's it for the first half. So the defending champions, they're leading by 2-0 at the end of the first 45 minutes. On match day 6 in match number 37 in the Rendezvous Jamaica Premier League here at Sabina Park. Cavalier leading by 2-0 over Mount Pleasant. We're on the way here at Sabina Park for the second half. Cavalier leading by 2-0 over Mount Pleasant. Double substitution. Sule Makala coming out, being replaced by the Cameroon player, Rayon Wilfred Mbogain. And number 18, Tevin Shaw, replacing John Claudio Ferreira. Double change made by the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Shaw playing it left side.
Number 18 being at the correction of the 18, Kevin Shaw replaced number 10 from our area. So that's number 18, Kevin Shaw.
All chipped into the penalty area. Too far, too long, and it goes into touch for a goal kick to Cavalier. No substitution so far for the Cavalier team. They are in possession, but plays this one into touch. And through to Cavalier. On the far side, in their own half. Headed out. Comes back to the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant, the far right Chambers. The first substitution for Mount Pleasant. Here is Anglin. Getting it to Devontae Campbell. He's been hounded there by the defense. Ming has it. Plays it inside to Shaw. Shaw has it. Dribbles left side. Gets it to the big Cameroonian player. His pass is blocked. Shot towards goal. Well done there by looks to be Anglin, but just wide of the right upright. So the score remains Cavalier 2, Mount Pleasant 0. King with the goal kick. Headed by Shaw. Ball played across the penalty area to Chambers. Drills this one upfield. Big Cameroonian player just leaning on the Cavalier defense. Campbell is brought down. Here is Anglin. Dribbles forward. Gets it to Devontae Campbell, and the defense for Cavalier just getting a boot to it. And they plays it into touch for a corner. Another corner to Mount Pleasant. Corner kick on the right side. Headed out there by the Cavalier defense. And the Cavalier on the attack. Coming forward, but the goalkeeper quickly off his line. Grabs that one. Bowls it right-sided. Comes to Kimoni Bailey. Ball played into touch. And it's a throw to Mount Pleasant. Irvin making his way back over to his left side position. Here is Shaw, splits it inside. Cleared one time. Here is Bailey with it once again. Brought down. No whistle on the play. Referee put his whistle to his mouth and changed his mind. Play broken up there by the number 13, Dwayne Allen. Puts it into touch. Here is Ming with the throw. Gets it to Bailey, chips it forward. Goalkeeper Bartlett is off his line, misses it, but the defense clears up the mess for him luckily. Here is Calvin with it on the far side. Flag goes up, whistle goes, and it's a free kick to Mount Pleasant over on the far side. Here is Cummings. Ming rather. A little late there. And here's a throw for Cavalier. King dribbles forward. Plays it right side. Cavalier in possession. Into the Mount Pleasant half now. And the Cummings comes across. Takes possession. And Mount Pleasant comes forward once again. Here is Campbell. Switching once again to the left side. Tackled up there by looks to be Ainsworth. Ball played inside. Turns his man. Gets it inside. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep that one on the field, and it goes into touch for a goal kick. 3 Mount Pleasant players stepping from the bench to warm up. Shaquille Bradford, Daniel Green, and Nicholas Nelson. As Cavalier continue to lead by 2-0 over Mount Pleasant. Kimoni Bailey gets that one in his chest. Has control of it now, dribbles into the box. Shot towards goal or just across. Goes all the way across. And is cleared one time by the defense for Cavalier. Anglin has it. Turns inside. Shot towards goal. It looks to be Shaw. Easily handled there by Bartlett, the goalkeeper for Cavalier. He boots it upfield now. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant, quickly taken by Cummings. Gets it to Irving on the far side, turns it inside to Anglin. Anglin trying to find Bailey. Bailey gets it, dribbles inside. Trying to find Anglin, intercepted there. Here is Cummings making the pass to Shaw. Shaw gets it to Anglin. Back to Shaw. Turnover there by Mount Pleasant. And the Cavalier earns a throw. Shaw gets it to Ming. He's brought down. Free kick taken quickly. Dyer has it. Back to Dyer. Anglin. Here is Ming. Trying to get it between the legs there of the Cavalier defender. Comes back to Shaw. Plays it left side. Chipped inside there. Goalkeeper Bartlett takes this one. .55 minutes gone. Cavalier leading by 2-0 over Mount Pleasant. Christopher Ainsworth and Jalmaro Calvin on the score sheet for Cavalier. Embergoin unable to hold on to that one. Here he is again. Gets into the box now. Turns it inside, but it goes high and wide. powerful striker. Has muscled his way past the defense, the Cavalier defender. Giovanni Leng. Here is Cavalier with it once again. King punches it forward. Goes as far as Cummings. Cummings gets it back now to the right side where Devontae Campbell is there once again. Trying to get by his man. Loses possession. Earns a throw. Mean getting ready to take this throw for Mount Pleasant. Gets it to Campbell. Gets it inside now. Loses possession. And Atkinson has it for Cavalier. Play broken up by Dyer. Dyer plays it left side to Irvin. Calmly taken away there by Cummings. Here is Anglin. Dribbles forward. Tackled up there. Loses possession. Calvin comes away with it. Mount Pleasant wins possession once again. Plays it back to the keeper. And he boots it forward. Turnover there from Cavalier. Anglin. Cavalier defenders standing firm. As Mount Pleasant continues to come at them, but unable to penetrate. Throw to Mount Pleasant in the Cavalier half. Here is Anglin trying to get it inside. Crashes into the defense of Cavalier. And they come away with it once again. Lovely pass there to Ainsworth. And Cummings has it. Gets it to his goalkeeper. Dyer has it. Lovely skill there from Devontae Campbell. But he was taken out by Ainsworth. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. Substitution, triple substitution. Number 25 for Mount Pleasant. That's Edwards coming out. He's replaced by Shaquille Bradford. Number 9, Daniel Green goes in. And Devontae Campbell comes out. So, 2 more changes there for Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green and Shaquille Bradford placed in the mix. Cavalier, they have 4 players warming up. Including Kylie Avery, former Mount Pleasant player.
Player number 25 was replaced by player number 28, Shaquille Bradford. Also coming out, player number 7, Devontae Campbell, who was replaced by player number 9, Daniel Green. Substitution completed in the 61st minute.
Throw to Cavalier. Steen. Here is Richard King trying to defend this one. A referee called back the play. Throw to Cavalier. Throw to Cavalier. There's a toss-up as to which team should have gotten that throw. I think the referee made the right call. Here is Giovanni Leng with the throw. Ainsworth unable to maintain control of it, and it goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Kyle Ming, plays it forward. Cavalier has possession, plays it forward, long forward, too far forward, and comes all the way back to goalkeeper Tafari Chambers. He rolls it left side to Gadale Irving. Here is Anglin. Once again, plays it left side to Irving. Plays it inside now, trying to find Mbegoin. Shot towards goal by Shaw. Crashes into the defense for Cavalier. And Mbegoin, a little too late for that one. Goalkeeper Vino Bartlett quickly off his mark and retrieves that one. 2-0 the scoreline in favor of Cavaliers. 63 minutes gone in this match day 6 encounter. Mount Pleasant entered this round of matches on 7 points. Cavalier entered on 10. Cavalier now looking to go to 13 points. Which should put them in second spot in the league, behind Montego Bay United, who ended in a draw today in their contest, while Portmore United moves up to 12 with their victory. Mount Pleasant, if it remains this way, would remain in 6th place on 7 points, heading into the Monday night matches at the Waterhouse Mini Stadium. So we are into the 65th minute. Kick taken by Cavalier. Plays it forward. Bailey gets by 2 men. Loses possession. Cavalier has it. Comes to Anglin. Plays it forward. Here is Mount Pleasant with it on the near to the touchline. Mbegwine gets it back to Ming. Ming has it. And it's played all the way back to Shaquille Dyer on the halfway line. Gadale Irving goes forward with it. Gets it to Anglin. Shot towards goal, but it's high and wide and harmless. Here is Bartlett with the free kick, with the goal kick. Comes to Mbegwine. He has it. Heading towards goal, shot towards goal. Going wide. But goalkeeper Bartlett having absolutely no problems with that, just wasting some time. As we head towards the 70th minute in this contest. Free kick to Cavalier. Midway the Mount Pleasant half on the far side. Kick taken, headed out by the defense for Mount Pleasant. It's back with the Cavalier players. Calvin has it. Intercepted there by Shaw. Here is Ainsworth. Shot towards goal by King. Soft shot. Here is Mount Pleasant on the counter attack now. Goes into touch. Substitution being made now by Cavalier. Adrian Reed coming on. And he is going to be replacing Dwayne Allen. So Adrian Reed replaces Dwayne Allen. Substitution there for Cavalier in the 71st minute. Here is Mbegwine battling his way. Comes to Ming. Chips it inside. And it's played into touch for a corner kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Gadale Irving once again to take the corner kick. Headed out. Goal kick. Cavalier coming down the right side. Too far forward. Goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Offside call against Calvin. Here is Dyer. Mount Pleasant building from the back once again. King loses possession. Mount Pleasant, Cavalier on the attack once again. Into the penalty area. Unable to get the cross in. And it goes into touch for a corner kick. A corner kick to the Cavalier team. We are into the 73rd minute. Yellow card shown to the Cavalier player for wasting time. Looks to be Ainsworth. Offense committed by player. Referee stops the play. He's calling him over. It was actually Dwayne Atkinson who was shown that yellow card. And here now is the corner kick. Headed out by the defense from Mount Pleasant. Flag goes up. Cavalier has it. Ainsworth plays it forward. Throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Ming with the throw. Another throw to Mount Pleasant. King, once again, will do the honors. Lovely play there by Shaw. Beats his man, plays it left side. Player brought down, Mount Pleasant player, no whistle on the play. Mount Pleasant in possession. Here is Anglin. Trying to find Daniel Green, whistle on the play. And Cavaliers still leading by 2-0 over Mount Pleasant. Free kick in a dangerous position there for Mount Pleasant. Let's see what they do with this one.
7th-minute caution issued to Cavaliers number 7, Jalmaro Calvin.
Jalmaro Calvin showing the yellow card there. Here is a kick now. Crashes into the wall. Player goes down. Referee signals for assistance. Cavalier player is down. The caution for Calvin coming in the 77th minute. As Cavalier gets ready now to make more substitutions. Three changes being made now by Cavalier. Number 26, Odin Wilberforce, will be coming in. So to Kylie Avery. Ball played inside by Cummings. Cleared by the defense for Cavalier. Only as far as Gadale Irving. He plays it back inside. Comes back to Anglin. Anglin has it. Plays it in the middle. Comes all the way over onto the right side of the field to Kyle Ming. He dribbles forward. Gets it to Bradford, who is brought down. Free kick won there by Mount Pleasant. Just outside the penalty box on the right side. A few meters away from the touchline. Number 19. Chad James is also going to be making his entry. Here is a free kick now to be taken by Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant player goes down in the box. So looks to be Kimon Bailey. He's up. He's trying to get the attention, I presume, of the referee. And so we're ready now for that free kick. Kick taken, crashes into the defense of Cavalier. Referee Nation sprinting forward along with the Cavalier players. Here's Jalmaro Calvin on the edge of the box. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Quick counter-attack there from Cavalier. So, number 26 making his entry for Cavalier. Odin Wilberforce. And it is Shaquille Stain that makes his exit. So number 9 is Kylie Avery. Makes his way on. Number 7 is also Jalmaro Calvin. And the number 19, Chad James, is his replacement. Here is Ming. Gets it to Shaquille Bradford. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Mount Pleasant. The substitutions coming in the 82nd minute. Daniel Green comes across to take this free kick. The heads go up, headed towards the goal. Shot towards goal. Kimoni Bailey it is once again. Kimoni Bailey steps up once again with a late strike for Mount Pleasant. Just like he did in the previous encounter against Arnett Gardens. A late strike. Kimoni Bailey in the 84th minute makes it Cavalier 2, Mount Pleasant 1. In a matter of time, we'll know how, if it was too late. So, Mount Pleasant now with a little pep in their step as they seek to grab the equalizer here. Coach Whitmore urging his players to come forward. Here is Dyer with it, plays it to the right, finds Ming. Ming gets it to Bailey, bets by his man. Trying to beat him once again, turns it inside. Here is Deshaun Anglin, lining up for a shot. He's brought down, no whistle on the play. Cummings has it in his own half. Gets it to Dyer in the center. Here is Daniel Green on the far side, dribbling forward. Mount Pleasant in possession in the Cavalier half. Here is Deshaun Anglin, plays it to the right. Bad pass there from Anglin. And James, who just came on, loses possession. Lovely play there by Anglin, playing to the gallery. Plays it inside to Dyer. Dyer in the center circle. Mount Pleasant in possession. Anglin back to Shaw. Shaw plays it left side. Irvin chips it forward. A goalkeeper once again making an error, not taking it on the first opportunity, but lives to fight another day as Cavalier continue to lead by 2-1. We are into the 86th minute. Goalkeeper having that one bounce off him once again. Whistle on the play there. That's Adrian Reed, penalized there by the referee for committing an offense. Mount Pleasant quickly with the kick. Daniel Green has it. Plays it back to Dyer in the central defensive position. He plays it right side to Cummings. Cummings chips it forward, unable to break through the Cavalier defense. Mount Pleasant has it once again, cleared one time by the defense for Cavalier, and a throw into the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession. Dyer has it. Plays it back to Anglin. Trying to find Ming. Does so. But his header rolls tamely to the goalkeeper for Cavalier, Vino Bartlett. Cavalier player goes down. Referee calls for the stretcher. He's assisted there by Kimoni Bailey. Stretcher goes out. And the player back on his feet and he's being helped off the field by Kimoni Bailey. He wants to get this one on. And we're back with the action now. Referee Nation gives back the ball to Bartlett. Collects it and goes down. Player not seems like he's not going to be able to make it back on the field. Here is Daniel Green with it now on the far side. He has acres of land over there. Turns it inside. Shot towards goal. And is held on to by goalkeeper Vino Bartlett. And he stays down, slowly making his way back to his feet now. Bartlett. It's still 2-1 in favor of Cavalier. We're into the 88th minute. Avery gets his first touch, loses his footing. Here is Deshaun Anglin driving forward now, loses possession. Cavalier comes away with it once again. King gets it to Aubrey. It's back with Aubrey on the far side. Plays it inside. Mount Pleasant playing an offside position and is penalized. Daniel Green in the offside position. We are on to full time here inside Sabina Park. Let's see how many minutes of injury time will be played as Cavalier gets ready to make a substitution. A minimum of 7 minutes to be added. As Matthew Ellis gets ready to make his way onto the field for Cavalier. Yellow card there. Number 26, that looks to be Odin Wilberforce, being cautioned there by referee O'Shane Nation. So number 28 makes his way onto the field. Matthew Ellis. He replaces Christopher Ainsworth. Coaches Whitmore and Ferguson urging his players forward. Here is a kick now from Daniel Green. Headed, shot towards goal, blocked. Comes to Avery. Cavalier coming forward now. And with a counter attack. And Shaquille Dyer has it now. Ball played forward. Here is Mbagoyne trying to make the pass. Turnover from Mount Pleasant. Whistle on the play. And a free kick to Cavalier. Cavalier desperately seeking to hold on to their 2-1 lead. Mount Pleasant desperately seeking the equalizer. Long kick there by King. Being defended on the line there. And it goes over the line now. So a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. We are into injury time. And Cavalier, the defending Premier League champions, continue to lead by 2-1 over Mount Pleasant, who they beat in the final earlier this year, somewhere in the middle of May, in that Premier League final inside the National Stadium. Here is Bailey, looking to pump this one forward. Place it inside to Anglin. Turns with it, Anglin. Plays it back on the wing. Gets it to Daniel Green. Knocks it back to Dyer. Dyer gets it to Cummings in the center circle. He plays it left side, finds Irvin, chips forward is Irvin, head towards goal, and it's into the back of the net. Mount Pleasant gets the equalizer in injury time. It's 2-2. Mount Pleasant. So the Cameroon play looks to have been the man getting on to the end of that one. And deep into injury time. It's Cavalier 2, Mount Pleasant 2. Lovely header there to get this equalizer. So it's Tevin Shaw that gets on the score sheet here for Mount Pleasant and looks to have salvaged a point for Mount Pleasant in this encounter. So with just about 2 minutes of injury time left, are we going to be seeing any more drama in this encounter? 2 goals from Cavalier in the first half. 2 goals from Mount Pleasant so far in the second half, with just under 2 minutes remaining in second half injury time. 2-2 the scoreline here at Sabina Park. Here is goalkeeper Tafari Chambers kicking this one long. Comes back to Ming, plays it forward, gets it to Bailey. Mount Pleasant losing possession here. Cavalier has it in the Mount Pleasant half. Play broken up by Mount Pleasant. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Cavalier. We are into the final minute of the 7 minutes of injury time. And that's the final whistle. The final whistle from referee O'Shea Nation. Defending champions, Cavalier, and the beaten finalists last year, Mount Pleasant, playing to a 2-2 draw. Mount Pleasant coming from behind to secure a point in this encounter. So we had Christopher Ainsworth putting Cavalier in front in the 12th minute on minute 35. Jalmaro Calvin doubled the lead, and we went into the halftime break at 2-0. Cavalier leading by 2-0. But Mount Pleasant rallied back in the second half with goals from Kimoni Bailey in the 84th minute and Tevin Shaw in injury time. It ends 2-2 here at Sabina Park. Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, ending in a 2-all draw.
You know, but we made some adjustment in the second half, and it paid off for us.
Talk to us about the adjustments that you made.
Well, again, Shaw and African up front, I think, you know, we get Shaw to sit in midfield. You know, we allow too many spaces in behind. So we know the Cavalier team is a transitional team. We're angling the runners in behind, so we get Shaw to sit, and as I said before, it paid off for us.
What went wrong in the first half?
I think it was a bit more complacency. As I said before, we allow the Cavalier team to do things a bit easy, and it paid off for them.
Kimoni Bailey turned up big for you again today, Coach. What do you have to say about his performance?
Well, again, he's a team player. You know, you could see the enthusiasm from him. You know, that's what we expect from a Kimoni Bailey.
And Daniel Green, is he injured coming off the bench?
Well, I wouldn't say he's no injury, but again, every player is there. We see it fit who starts in the game, you know, and he can add, as an experienced player, can add a lot of things coming off the bench, even starting. So that's nothing to do with injury. It's just at times you have to make tactical decisions.
You remain unbeaten in the league, though. What you take from this game and how you look to move forward?
Well, there's a lot to take from this game, you know, going into the next game. Again, some decisions we have to make. But again, come tomorrow recovery session, we go on the training pitch and we work and look forward to the next game.
Quicker turnaround than usual. You have a game on Thursday, a rescheduled game.
Well, again, as I said before, it's a recovery session tomorrow. We have to look on the knocks, you know, doctor treatment and everything before we look forward to the next game on Thursday. All right.
Coach, before you leave, 2-0 down at the halftime, what would you have said to your team to get them back into the game?
Well, again, you just have to lift them up. You don't want them to drop their heads. And as I said before, they did that. You could see it was a total different second half.
How important is it to draw at this point with Cavaliers knowing that?
Coach, comfortable in front at halftime, having to surrender at the end a point. Talk to us about this encounter today.
I mean, it's two good teams. We wanted to do what we wanted to do, so that's what we did in the first half. And we thought we were coasting home. I mean, in the first half, we just missed too many chances to put the game away. 2-0 is really the worst lead they can ever have, because once the team scored, the team come under pressure, and that's what happened. But, I mean, I thought it was a good game from two quality teams. I'm not really worried because the players are still learning their craft.
Coach, would you blame it on complacency today to sadly go to drop 3 points?
Oh, what happened is that we have a game on Thursday, and the players, the top three, all three of them had niggling injuries, so I had to save something out of them. So, you know, the three that came on didn't really pan out, but it was a gamble, and I thought that the defense would have held up, though.
surprised that Mount Pleasant came back like they did in the second half?
No, I'm not. They actually changed the system to 4-4-2, which they were able to set up 2 banks of 4, so penetration wasn't so easy. But at the same time, they were not fluent in attack either. But a couple of crosses kind of changed the game. We really should have done better with those crosses. So, you know, on some days these things go in the goal, and some other days it wouldn't have happened. I'm not really worried right now.
I think if you continue at the way you were in the first half, coach, you could have really put them to the sword. Because you sat back a little in the second half and look for the counter. And you think that in the end kind of work against you instead? Yeah,
because they definitely had too much of the ball. The first half we had it, and we didn't continue what we did in the first half. We kind of allowed them to dictate what was going to happen once they switched their system. But as I said before, I mean, I'm not really worried. I always, in the back of my mind, was thinking about the game on Thursday. So I really had to take off some of the better players to kind of rest them. Allen came out the top 3. It was always going to be a little drop in quality.
So the point is a satisfying result for you?
No, I'm never satisfied at that point. But at the same time, I mean, it was a calculated risk. I lost this time. That's how it goes sometime in the game.
I know you're not satisfied with the point, but how satisfied are you with where you are now in the league? 11 points, 4 games?
No, it's really 5 games. No, I'm not one of those people that is ever satisfied. I'm 3rd now. I mean, you know where I want to be, but we'll work with it.
Big match early in the season. How important is this match at the end of the season, looking back at it? Are you living a moment of regret right now?
No, this league is a knockout league. A lot of people seems to want to go at the top. It's commendable to be there, but at the end of the day, 6 of you will go into a draw and you have to win all over. So our philosophy and our policy over the years is to build, look at what everybody has to offer, all the players in these rounds. So by the time we get to the playoff, we know exactly who are the ones going to make the difference.
Talk about playoff for Mr. Speed. They have Mocha coming up on Thursday. What to look for that Caribbean Cup semi-final?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's really the most important match now that we have to be focusing on. So we have a couple of days to look what they have done to see if we can counter it. Because as you know, we're the only team from Jamaica left in the competition. And we really need to do something special this year so that Jamaica can feel proud. So that's what we're really aiming to do.
In a way, any extra difficulty for you and your team?
We are a very comfortable team, you know, playing home or away. I don't think that will be affecting us. We have prepared properly. You know, we have all our things lined up, hotel, flights, everything. So we're going to be comfortable and relaxed. We just need to get back some of these players that was having a small niggling injuries now back to full shape, and I think we'll be okay.
Coach, you mentioned that the last Jamaican team left in the Caribbean Cup. Do you feel your side have an extra sense of pressure on them, leading to that semi-final?
Yeah, but we deal with pressure extremely well.